Okay, dear children, let's proceed further. Now, this is the next chapter we are going to deal with is which is nothing but set theory. Now, I'll just glimpse this textbook in front of you so that it will be easy for you to recollect when you will be reading the textbook later. So I'll just make it bigger so that the visibility becomes better. Set theory. In our day-to-day life, we come across many examples of groups or collections of similar objects. That is, bunch of keys, team players, crowd of people. In mathematics, we call them as set. For example, ये क्लास में भी in this class आप जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स हो आप लोगों को भी एक सेट बोला जा सकता है. You are also called as a set. Bunch of keys भी सेट होते हैं, team of players भी सेट होते हैं. For example, Indian cricket team वो एक सेट होता है. Okay. Then यहाँ से I don't know if you are aware, recently Para Olympics are going on. So Para Olympics में हमारी इंडिया से जितने भी एथलीट्स गए हैं, all the Indians who are playing over there, they are also called as a set. So जो भी group होता है, human beings, non-living things, anything, any group can be called as set. A collection of well-defined object is called as set. Well-defined means it should be clear whether a certain object belongs to the set or not. काफी clear होना चाहिए तब जाके उसको set बोलेंगे. Like for example, जैसे कि इंडियन क्रिकेट टीम की बात करें. नाउ like if 11 players are playing for India in a particular match, okay, so ये 11 players का set they should be defined. मतलब हर एक प्लेयर क्लियरली डिफाइन होना चाहिए. हाँ, दिस प्लेयर इज प्लेइंग, दैट प्लेयर इज प्लेइंग, दिस प्लेयर इज प्लेइंग, हार्दिक पांड्या इज प्लेइंग, दैट गाय इज प्लेइंग, दिस गाय इज प्लेइंग. ऑल दीज गाइज दे आर क्लियरली डिफाइंड. फॉर एग्जांपल अचानक से जितिन इब्राहिम, जितिन सर गए थे मैच देखने के लिए, जितिन सर हैड गॉन टू सी द मैच. नाउ विल आई बी अ पार्ट ऑफ दैट सेट, इंडियन प्लेयर्स का सेट? डेफिनेटली नॉट, बिकॉज माई रोल ओवर देयर इज नॉट डिफाइंड. मैं तो ऐसे ही गया था. then I'm not a part of the set. So anything should be clearly defined कि हाँ भाई, this thing is definitely coming under that group. ऐसा properly उसको consider करना चाहिए. Objects in a set are called as elements. So for example, Indian cricket team की अगर बात करें तो हार्दिक पांड्या is one element, सूर्य कुमार यादव is another element, and so and so and so. All these players, they are different elements. For example, in this class, Prithvi Gandhi is one element, Rohit Suryavanshi is another element, and so on. Yeah, generally the sets are denoted by capital letters and the elements are denoted by the small letters. Consider set A consisting of alphabets X, Y, Z. Here, X is an element of set A. जैसे कि तुम देख सकते हो, this A is written in capital over here also and over here also. तो set का नाम हमेशा symbolic representation should be always in the capital letter. And ये set के अंदर जो भी है, in this case, X is there, Y is there, and Z is there. So we write X A and read as X belongs to A. Actually एक symbol था. Okay, I think आगे मिलेगा आपको. ये थोड़ा misprint था. Ignore.
Sir,
So this
X
X.
because therefore is there between.
Okay.
Belongs
And,
to. X belongs to A.
yes. So therefore X, like we will read it as X belongs to A. Okay, belongs to A set. So A का नाम है क्या बोलते हैं उसको? It's not actually therefore, technically speaking. It's written somewhat like
These are
this.
belong to side.
Yeah, ऐसा. This is the symbolic representation. तुम्हारे बुक के अंदर है क्या ये symbol?
Yes.
हाँ सर.
So this is the symbol. So whenever we
Yes, sir.
write X
Yes, sir.
with this symbol, then A, this symbol means this X belongs to A. The symbol means belongs to. And A is not an element of set A. Some. ठीक है. हाँ. Okay. So हाँ. So what I was saying, belongs to का symbol है ये like कैसे उसको बताऊं, ऐसे यार, लाइक ठीक है, आई विल नॉट कॉल इट एज, आई विल नॉट
Yes, sir.
कॉल द रियल नेम ऑफ इट, लीव इट। this symbol is belongs to, and हाँ, if it does not belong to, जैसे कि यहाँ पर बोला है a is an element, it is not an element of set A। तो अगर वो बिलोंग नहीं करता, फॉर एग्जाम्पल जितिन सर डज नॉट बिलोंग टू इंडियन क्रिकेट टीम, तो आप ऐसे लिखोगे जितिन सर डज नॉट बिलोंग टू इंडियन क्रिकेट टीम, you'll write like this, that is small a does not belong to capital A, so belong to does not belong to, these symbols should be very clear. Now representation of sets, there are two ways of representing a set. One is roster or listing method, which is also called as tabular form. In this method, the elements are listed in a curly brackets. They are separated by commas. Each element is written only once, and the order in which the elements are written are not important. For example, यहाँ पर if you wish to write set of natural numbers लिखना है, तो सबसे पहली बात natural numbers का एक symbolic representation देना है, which you will be using capital letter over here, so hence they have used a capital N over here, that is equal to, लिखने का एक तरीका क्या है, curly brackets 1, 2, 3, 4 dot 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 dot, and by the way ऐसा the end is not question mark, this is also printing error, this is a closed curly bracket, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 कॉमा के साथ, एंड देन डॉट 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 डॉट, इफ यू राइट इट्स अंडरस्टूड कि हाँ भाई 1 2 3 4 के आगे जितने भी नंबर्स है सभी लोग यहाँ पर इसके अंदर है, खत्म। एंड फॉर एग्जांपल देयर इज अनदर सेट व्हिच इज कंसिस्टिंग द लेटर्स इन द वर्ड ऑफ गंगा, सो गंगा वर्ड में जितने भी लेटर्स है वो उसका एक सेट अगर बनाना है, सो टेक्निकली स्पीकिंग गंगा में जी 2 बार आ रहा है, सो यू डोंट हैव टू राइट जी 2 टाइम्स, यू विल राइट जी ओनली वंस, वो कितने भी बार आए 2 टाइम्स 1000 टाइम्स भी अगर आए तो यू विल राइट ओनली वन। A is also repeating twice, but you will write only once. N is repeating once, obviously. Once repeat करे या twice repeat करे या thrice repeat करे, you will have to write at least once. So your set will be represented like G, A, N. I'll tell you one more thing. It's not compulsory to write always, in sequence. It doesn't matter. You write it as G, N, A, or you write it as A, N, G, anything. It doesn't matter at all. All you have to do is make sure of putting a comma in between. Okay, curly brackets, comma. These are the important representation, and you might have noted these letters we have written in the small letters, so they are not in the capital. We generally prefer to write in the small letters. So far it is clear. So in the next step also they have said the same thing, x comma y and y comma x both are one and the same, so you don't have to specifically worry about the sequence of writing the letters, it doesn't matter. अब तक किसी को कोई डाउट है?
No, sir.
ठीक है। Now the next method is rule method, which is also called a set builder form. So in this method, the actual elements of the set are not written, but a statement. मतलब देखो previous method में क्या था? We were actually writing whatever was there. For example, natural numbers के लिए what did we write? We write 1, 2, 3, and so on. For example, अगर किसी ने पूछा whatever numbers are less than 5, sorry, not less than 5. Tell me what are the numbers less than 5. So if you are creating a set, you would have literally written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. और वे भी the numbers between 0 and 5 अगर किसी ने पूछा तो I would have written 1 2 3 4 5 ऐसा लिख के मैं ब्रेस ब्रैकेट को क्लोज कर देता था. But this is another method where we are not going to write the actual elements, but we will be writing a statement or a rule or a formula which will give a hint of what is there inside. कि वह उसके अंदर क्या है उसका एक हिंट देने वाला एक स्टेटमेंट, रूल और अ फॉर्मूला. सो विच शुड क्लियरली से, मतलब ऐसा हिंट एकदम क्लियर होना चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं कि भाई वेग होना चाहिए. इट शुड बी वेरी क्लियर कि व्हाट इज देयर. फॉर एग्जांपल इन दिस केस इफ यू विश टू राइट द सेट ऑफ नेचुरल नंबर्स व्हिच आर लेस देन 5, in the previous method you would have written it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But over here, in rule set builder method, it is written as x. Okay. Now, it will be written as, first of all, a will be equal to brace bracket. सबसे पहले you will write x. Why x? एक कुछ ना कुछ तो वेरिएबल लिखना होता है. We will have to write some kind of variable जिसको यूज करके आगे हम लोग हिंट देने वाले हैं. Now what are the hint we are going to give? The first hint is like this thing is a natural number. This x is a natural number. So I'll write a vertical partition, एक vertical bar बनाऊंगा. Then I'll write the hints. तो पहले I defined the variable. Then using that variable I'm going to write the hints. Now this x, this symbol stands for belongs to. This x belongs to n. N stands for what? Natural number, right?
numbers.
Yeah. So first of all, it should be a natural number. So I'll say, okay, x belongs to natural number category. अब उसमें खत्म हो रहा है क्या? नहीं खत्म हो रहा है. There is one more condition. This should be less than 5. This is the first condition. This is the second condition. So first condition I've already written over here. Now the second condition, that is x is less than 5. So both the conditions I've written. Sorry, Rashmi, what's your query?
Excuse me, sir.
First raise the hands, please. Yes, Naitik.
Sir, when we are talking about x is smaller than 5, then 1, 2, 3, 4 should come. Now, if it was smaller than and equal to 5, then 5 can come.
Yeah, this 5 won't come. My bad. मैं तो ऐसे explain कर रहा था. See, my point was like I was just explaining you the concept.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. So, and it is read as A is the set of all x. So इसको कैसे पढ़ा जाएगा? A is the set of all x. जो भी वेरिएबल लिखा मैंने यहाँ पर all x. x की जगह पे तुमको जो लिखना है लिखो, y लिखो, z लिखो, कुछ भी लिखो, it doesn't matter at all. All x such that this vertical bar says that such that. Okay. So मैं इसके symbols यहाँ पर लिखता हूँ. A is the set of, which means equal to, and the brace bracket, all x such that, which means vertical bar, x is a natural number, which means x belongs to n, and x is less than 5, which means x is less than 5, like this, then close bracket. So this is how we like say it out. X is the set of all x, sorry, A is the set of all x such that x is natural number and x is less than 5. I hope it's clear now. ठीक. Now, what is a cardinal number? Cardinal number is a term which we use in this chapter. Now, what is a cardinal number? Cardinal number of a set, it is nothing but the number of elements in a set is called as cardinal number. Like, जितने भी number of elements रहेंगे. For example, in case of, let's say, the natural number is less than 5. What was the cardinal number of that set? It was nothing but 4, because the number of elements are like 1, 2, 3, and 4. Only 4 elements were there. Hence, we'll say 4. For example, in this case, they have said that A is equal to ABC. Then we write number of A. So cardinal number, how do we define? We'll write small n, then bracket open, then whatever is the set's name, then bracket close, equal to whatever is the number of elements it is having. Okay. Naitik, tell me.
Sir, in this cardinal number only, suppose we take the example of the word Ganga. So here the cardinal number will be 5 or 3.
It will be 3 because the set is consisting only 3 elements.
Okay.
G-A-N.
So it will not be how many times it repeats, only the number of different elements.
Correct. But in some cases, in some
sir.
complicated cases, the question may say us कि हाँ भाई repetitions भी consider करो. If such kind of situation arises, then only we will consider the repetitions. Otherwise, we are not supposed to consider the repetitions. Only whatever is there inside the set, that only we have to consider.
Okay, sir.
Okay, ठीक है. Now there are some general notations which we must know. Whenever natural numbers which you like जैसे कि this method, the second method which we learned, okay, which is called as rule method. There are only two methods which we have learned, and one is roster method or listing method. The second one is rule method. Roster method का एक और नाम है tabular form, नहीं तो the other one is set builder form. Anyway, so rule method or set builder form. Set builder form में, if you might have observed, we have used n. We didn't say anywhere कि n क्या है. We did not say. हमने सिर्फ इतना लिख के छोड़ दिया. Where we are assuming कि हाँ भाई सबको पता है कि what is n. So which means there are certain symbols which we must know, which are generally used without saying it is understood कि वो क्या है. So the general notations are, the first one is n. N is generally for natural numbers. W means whole numbers. Cap, like everything is capital, okay? I means set of integers. Q means set of rational numbers. Hey, Q, just a minute.
Sir, is there an error or is it Q double? Like Q for
So
rational
in the
and
text, so in the textbook also it is given like this only, Q and Q.
Sir, it should be Q dash, I guess,
Okay.
for irrational.
Sorry, somebody is saying something?
So
It
in the
should be
textbook
Q
also
dash.
this same error is given. Q is equal to a set of rational numbers and Q is also equal to set of irrational.
Yeah, for set of rational numbers we say Q only. Uh, but set of irrational numbers के लिए Q नहीं होना चाहिए. It's basically R. Uh, R it should be.
Sir,
नहीं, R तो real
sir,
numbers के
Z.
लिए है. R divided by Q. That goes as irrational number. नहीं, Q dash. Q dash is also a symbol. Yeah, yeah.
Q dash.
So they have missed a dash over here. Irrational number will have a dash like this. Yep. So for set of rational numbers, it is Q. Set of irrational number, which is the opposite of it, the complement of it, it's basically Q dash. Dash means complement, okay? And R means set of real numbers. So these are the symbols which we must know. I'll give you a minute to just make sure of by-hearting these symbols. Then only we'll proceed further. Take a minute. After that, we'll continue. By heart
Sir,
these
there
symbols.
is one
So
more
on the web,
letter Z. So what is Z stands for?
I'll discuss, don't worry. First you by heart these symbols, then I'll discuss what does Z stands for, okay?
right,
Sir is giving Q apostrophe only.
Okay, so I'm assuming कि सभी लोगों ने याद किया है these symbols. Now to answer to Naitik's question, Z is also used for integers, but it's not a famous symbol. I is the most famous symbol. In some books they use Z also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now different types of sets what we have around us. They are, the first one is finite set. You know the finite name itself suggest कर लेता है कि क्या रहता है. Finite मतलब हम उसको define कर सकते हैं. हमें पता है कि वो कितना है. हमें exactly पता है कि वो कितना है. If the elements of the set can be counted, क्योंकि हम count करके पता कर सकते हैं कितना है, That is, the counting will come to an end. Such kind of set is called as finite set. For example, the set of students in your class, we can count the number of students. Infinite number of, unlimited number of students kabhi nahi hote hain. They are always limited. The second is what? A is a set of variable x where x belongs to natural number and x is less than 100. मतलब इसके अंदर कितने एलिमेंट्स होंगे इसके अंदर? How many
99.
elements?
9.
Very good, very good. So 99 एलिमेंट्स होंगे इसके अंदर. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? उसका मतलब ये होता है कि we
Sir,
can
cardinal
count them.
number.
हाँ, cardinal, absolutely.
Cardinal
There is a
number.
finite set. Finite set.
कार्डिनल नंबर लिखने का तरीका small n bracket open a bracket close equal to 99. So this is how we write cardinal number. I'm just reminding you कि कैसे करते हैं. Anyway, so the point is what we
Sir,
can
but
count it.
if instead,
Sorry.
sir, if instead of n, for natural numbers, if we write I for integers, then we won't have any cardinal value, right?
We won't have that. Then वो तो ये example के अंदर ही नहीं आएगा ना. It will not come under this example, right? काउंट ही नहीं कर सकते.
अच्छा.
जिसको काउंट कर सकते हैं उसी को कार्डिनल नंबर आएगा. सिंपल.
सर आई के लिए क्यों नहीं होगा?
अच्छा, आप बताओ. नेगेटिव नंबर्स,
Integers.
नेगेटिव नंबर्स भी है ना.
हाँ, नेगेटिव
नेगेटिव,
नंबर्स भी आते हैं.
तो 100 से कम नेगेटिव बोले तो नेगेटिव में कितना भी जा सकता है ना. 0 इधर है, 100 यहाँ पर है, नेगेटिव में तो कितना भी करो.
माइनस इंफिनिटी.
हाँ, माइनस इनफाइनाइट तक जाएगा. Therefore,
ओके ओके सर.
anyway, the second type of set is what? Infinite set. So finite का एकदम उल्टा. Finite में count कर सकते हैं, we can count. Infinite में we cannot count. It's countless. Then the set is called as infinite. For example, natural numbers 1 से शुरू होगा लेकिन कहाँ खत्म होगा राम जाने. Whole numbers, integers, real numbers, all these things, they are all infinite. We cannot count. Okay. The third type of set is called a singleton set. A set which has only one element in it is called a singleton set. For example, in this case, they have said A is a set of x where x belongs to natural number and x ranges between 5 and 7. 5 से बड़ा है, 7 से छोटा है. There is only one possible number for this. The answer is 6. है कि नहीं? Since there is only one possible number, इसके अलावा और कोई possibility है ही नहीं. This belongs to singleton set. The second possibility is what? P is equal to x where x is prime minister of India. Obviously एक टाइम पर एक ही तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर हो सकता है, उससे ज्यादा तो होगा नहीं. Same goes for president and same goes for any other thing. Okay, I hope I'm clear. The next goes null set or empty set. नाम से ही पता चलता है empty मतलब कुछ नहीं. This set will have no element. Such sets are called as null set or empty set. उसको denote करने का तरीका, either you open and close the brace brackets simply like A is equal to, बस इतना लिख दो, it's understood कि null set है. दूसरा तरीका क्या है? A is equal to ये symbol डाल. We call this symbol as phi. Okay, phi, phi. So you can write this symbol. Okay. Now examples are what?
Sir, it's
Triangles with,
similar. Sir,
sorry.
Sir, it's similar to theta, right?
Yeah, theta में what happens? The difference is what? Theta में पहली बात तो horizontal line है, दूसरी बात क्या है? Boundary cross करके नहीं जाता उसका horizontal line, वो सिर्फ अंदर ही अंदर रहता है. The over here what happens? It's first of all a vertical line and the boundary is crossed. Okay. Anyway, so the next example is what? A is x where x is natural number and x is less than 1. ऐसा कोई natural number exist करता ही नहीं है less than 1 पे, because 1 ही सबसे छोटा natural number है. So this is also having no elements. Now the fifth type of set is joint sets or overlapping sets. नाम से ही पता चलता है ओवरलैप होना चाहिए, मतलब दो सेट तो होना चाहिए ना, तब जाके ओवरलैप होगा. Two sets are said to be joined if they have at least one element in common. For example, set A with 1, 2, 3, set B with 2, 4, 5. in these two sets, 2 is a common number. Therefore, we can say that A and B both are joint sets because 2 is a common element between them. Yes, Vihan, tell me.
Sir, when do we use empty set?
We'll come across the examples, don't worry. अभी तक तो कैसे सिर्फ कॉन्सेप्ट ही एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूँ ना. After this I will be solving sums. तभी आप समझ जाओगे कि कब यूज करना है. Okay. Now, sixth type of set is disjoint set. So नाम से ही पता चलता है. See, the previous one is what? Joint sets. तो disjoint मतलब obvious ही बात है, opposite रहेगा. Previous वाले में joint में what was there? There was at least one common element, one or two. See, ऐसा नहीं कि हमेशा एक ही होना चाहिए. There can be 100 common elements also. But the point is at least one तो होना चाहिए. One से ज्यादा कितना हुआ तो भी चल जाएगा. That means disjoint set में भाई एक भी common element नहीं मिलेगा. Not even one common element you'll get. For example, 1, 2, 3 is the first set and 4, 5 is the second set where I don't find any common element, which means these two sets are disjoint sets. Seventh one, equal sets. Two sets are said to be equal if they have same elements. For example, A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B is X where X is natural number and X is less than 5. भाई दोनों तो एक ही है ना, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. So it is clearly seen that both of them are having same number of elements, same elements, not only number of elements, same elements they have. Hence they are called as equal sets. Now the next type of set is called as subset. If every element of set A is also an element of set B, then set A is subset of set B. It is written as, थोड़ा capital C ऐसा direct ऐसा C नहीं लिखता. You'll have to make a horizontal line, then C, then a horizontal line, then नीचे horizontal line. बस इसे थोड़ा सा छोटा, like this. This is the symbol of subset. Anyway, so A is a subset of, notice what? Every set is a subset of itself. And every set is a subset of every set. Sorry, empty set is a subset of every set. Now I'll give you examples. For example, there is one set, A is equal to 1, 2. And B is equal to natural numbers. So what do you think? क्या A B के अंदर है क्या? Is A covered inside B?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Since A is covered inside B, I will say A is a subset of B. मतलब A B के अंदर cover हो रहा है. In short, A B के अंदर cover हो रहा है. Subset means. Okay. And in the second
So I
point,
can
they have.
understand.
Sorry.
So I can understand this example.
Okay. So natural numbers comprises of 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Now the
Oh
first
yes,
set
sir.
is
Sorry,
only
sir.
1, 2. You
I
understood, right?
consider natural n as a normal variable. Yes, sir. I understood.
हाँ. So simple क्या है? मतलब whenever one set is already covered, completely covered inside another set, we can say that that set is subset of the other set. And सीधी सी बात है, when you are considering A definitely खुद का तो subset है ही. मतलब there is no doubt in that. मतलब A के अंदर A का सब कुछ है. Therefore, I can say that every set is subset of itself. And the null set or empty set, अभी यहाँ पर 1 है 2 है. तो by the way, null set will be subset of any set. मतलब सबके अंदर emptiness तो होगा ही ना. Emptiness is something which you cannot see. So you cannot say कि हाँ यहाँ पर नहीं है, यहाँ पर है. You cannot say that. So if there are 1 and 2, you will say that हाँ भाई उसके अंदर 1 है, 2 है और emptiness भी है. Therefore, emptiness is a subset of all the sets in the world. Yes, Vihan, tell me.
Yes, sir. So we can, if the subset one, in the top it is written if every element of set A is also an element of set B. They have written set A is a subset of set B. So can we write set B is a subset of set A?
No, no. उसको मैं diagrammatically दिखा देता हूँ. See, set B क्या है? Set B is the natural number, which is a very huge area. जिसके अंदर 1 2 3 4 5 6 सब कुछ है. And set A is what? Just a small part of it, where there is only 1 and 2. So this is A and this is B. So A B के अंदर रह सकता है, लेकिन B A के अंदर नहीं आ सकता ना. You understood my point, right?
Sir, but if A is one, A set A has 1 2 3 and B also has 1 2 3, so we can alternate it, right?
Yeah, yeah. So in that case, A
Okay.
if A is also having 1 2 3 and B is also having 1 2 3, then A is subset of B and B is subset of A.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. ठीक है. Vifan, you can put your hands down. Next one, proper subset. If all the elements of set A are contained in set B and there exists at least one element in B which is not in A, then set A is a proper subset of B. Symbolically, it is written as like this. So, for example, in this case, जैसे कि हम लोग ने, हाँ, जैसे कि this is an example. If A is having 1 2 3, B is having 1 2 3 4 5. चलो मैं एक और example दे दूंगा. So what happens? So these numbers are A. So A is covered inside the B. लेकिन ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ A ही है B के अंदर. A के अलावा भी कुछ numbers है B के अंदर. So which means B is bigger and A is smaller, which I have already given you an example. So in this case, I can say yes, it is a proper subset of B. Okay. So what happens? Subset is a broader category, जिसके अंदर proper subset is a subcategory. So proper subset means every time this B should be bigger as compared to A. If by chance A and B दोनों के पास same number of elements है, both are having only 1 2 3, then I can say that this is like this. Okay. Rishik, tell me what's your query.
Example, you gave that A is equal to 1, 2, and B is equal to all of the natural numbers. So that equal in a subset would also be a proper subset, right?
Yes, 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 yes. जैसे कि see, imagine this is man and this is gentleman, like this.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Okay. Every gentleman is a man only. So man, पहले वो man बना, फिर उसके बाद gentleman बना, फिर बाद में हमें पता चला कि अरे वो तो man नहीं, वो तो gentleman है, like that. Okay. पहले man बनना पड़ता है उसको. So first it will become a subset. Then when we look into it closely, then we identify कि हाँ भाई वो तो subset है ही, लेकिन सिर्फ subset नहीं है, उसके अंदर भी proper subset है, ideal subset.
Okay.
Naitik, tell me.
Okay.
Can we say that every proper subset is a subset? Means every subset is a proper
Yes.
subset?
No, every proper subset is a subset. जैसे कि simple logic ना,
Sir,
every gentleman is a man, but every man is not a gentleman.
sir, but how the example 1 2 3 and 1 2 3 4, how is that only subset? It is a proper subset, but how a subset?
Beta,
You can have 1 2 3 and 1 2 3.
see, I'll give you two examples. One example is this, and another example is A is 1 2 and B is also 1 2. Okay, मैं बाकी ब्रेस ब्रैकेट कुछ नहीं लिख रहा हूँ, जस्ट तुम्हारे अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए बता रहा हूँ. So in this case, A is subset of B and B is subset of A because both are having same elements. Now in
Yes,
this
sir.
case, since B is consisting of A, I can say A is subset of B. Do you understand this much?
Yes, sir.
Now, ठीक है. Now secondly, I identified कि see subset होने के लिए सिर्फ उसके अंदर होना चाहिए. Extra हो नहीं हो, it doesn't matter. सिर्फ अंदर होना चाहिए. B should comprise of A. That is the only condition to become a subset. To become a proper subset, पहली बात तो उसको subset होना चाहिए. Plus additionally, उसके पास एक extra number भी होना चाहिए. Now since it is having an extra number, it is a subset. वो तो subset है ही, but ना ही सिर्फ subset है, वो एक proper subset बन जाता है. Do you understand?
Okay. Yes, sir, understood. So every proper subset is a subset, but every subset is not a proper subset.
Correct.
Okay, sir.
Understood? हाँ, it's like same example. Man बनना बहुत आसान है. लड़का होके पैदा हो जाओ, you'll become a man. But gentleman बनना, सब man थोड़ी gentleman हो सकता है ना. There should be something extra. Then only you will be called as a gentleman. You should be kind. You should be humble. These are some extra quantities which are expected from a man to be called as a gentleman. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Great. Now, okay, I'll stop it. Okay, I'll just discuss the second example. Like natural number is a proper subset of whole numbers. Set of natural number is a proper subset of whole numbers, which you already know. So I don't have to discuss anything else. So since अपना time खत्म हो गया, so I'll stop over here. I'll continue from here in the next class. Okay.
Okay, sir. Bye, sir.
चलो, take care.
Bye,
Bye bye.
sir.
Bye, sir.